Happy 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. I am your planetary defense commander. And yesterday was a weird but good day for me personally. I hope you guys are doing very well. We had an X-class flare yesterday, and the sun is still putting on a total fireworks show, where, as you can see here, we've had multiple M-class flares, a couple C-class flares, and the big X-class flare. We're still 4 years away from solar maximum, bro. And there are 4 sunspots on the sun right now, with another one over here possibly emerging. And we are still hyper tracking Tropical Storm Elsa. Starving Met track is pretty much locked in. Still a little question regarding intensity between a high tropical depression storm or a low category 1. The real question is how strong it'll be when, if it reemerges into the Atlantic. Hey, I guessed from over 10 days out that it was going to be a tropical storm or a category 1 hurricane, although I thought it would go further to the west. So, I thought I did a pretty good job. And if you thought I did a pretty good job over the last month, the last year, or the last 8 years, I would appreciate a contribution, because I still got $546 left to raise in my monthly July fundraiser. Appreciate it, because it's nice to have at least one guy out there who's not trying to sell y'all a grand solar minimum on the YouTubes. It's nice to have varying opinions on things, I think. And they were super pissed at me before the X-Class flare, man. Yeah. So, I don't know. Just kind of doing what I do, hanging in there. People are kind of freaking out. Remember, I put out a major warning that, July 3rd to the 9th, well, the July 1st to the 9th would be really weird, and be prepared for just about anything and everything. And we've seen some crazy shit over the last few days, man. Oh, this is a late night graveyard shift video, so I'm going to be super kicked back. Although, the world is still dangerous and losing its mind and falling apart. But you can see here, yeah, that's where we had our M-class flare that's still happening. We had radio blackouts in a lot of places. But yeah, look at that. The flare is just getting jiggy with it, man. It's so cool. And, we're on the lookout for another X-class flare before that sunspot turns away. But yeah, Brady's saying, the hell is going on with this loop of Elsa right now? This is some 2020 kind of weird shit right now. And Brady doesn't usually cuss. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes the world and things are just so weird, you can't help but use the proper language that describes the situation. So what he's trying to say is there are like 4 different centers in this thing at the moment. Remember, Twitter is mostly a shit show where everybody fights all the time, but it is still the best place for up-to-the-minute weather information, earthquakes and stuff, and hurricanes. So I highly recommend, following Brady BG Weather on Twitter. He does a great job with pretty much all forms of severe weather. Yeah, 4 centers in Elsa tonight. I still think the thing in the Gulf of Mexico looks like a volcano, because how do you even catch oil on fire underwater? I don't know, though. Does it really matter? Asterisk. Volcano in Krusvik. The June UFO disclosure was kind of a dud. But hey, remember, we got some giant super comet coming into the solar system 10 years from now. Let's hope we survive till then, right? Joe Rogan was like, when I go to the zoo, I think I could kill half these animals with one solid kick. Do you do that too? And then the underwater fire gurgled back, And Keaton Patty, who provided this joke, wonders, how did Joe get the fire on as a guest so soon? And I'm like, well, I don't know, man. Twitter's always super promoting Joe Rogan. But it's a free country. Everybody can have their own opinions and stuff. Even the fire, I guess. You need to calm down. You need to calm down. All right. We're definitely back in hurricane season. What the heck? Shucks. Beth Carpenter, convective diurnal maximum, the strengthening of tropical systems overnight due to absorbing terrestrial radiation. See that burst of white and pink? in the middle of the black blob, that's it. That's new storms forming within the tropical storm Elsa. So here I am, 1:30 a.m., 4th of July, staring at this monster. And yeah, I mean, nobody knows. So be prepared for it to even, to be higher than a Category 1, worst case scenario. They definitely think it's headed towards Florida. Although I just imagine Australians, Floridians, and Hawaiians as like super tough people, and they don't need anybody telling them how to handle anything under a Category 3 storm or less. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there are 175 all-time record highs set California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho between June 25th and the 30th. And remember, we have another heat wave coming, this time probably focused on mainly California. We definitely live in strange times. Bad fires in Manitoba and Ontario. And we know for certain this wildfire season is just going to be nuts. But as I mentioned, we may have another sunspot growing. Time with the scope. Good eye. I've been secretly watching this emergence in the northeast too. It's been designated HARP 6413. So come up with your own conspiracy theories. Building fast. Only time will tell if it becomes a player. Oh, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the sun right now, but not literally. Yeah, dude, the sun is definitely super waking up, and it definitely looks like solar cycle 25 is going to be a lot stronger than solar cycle 24. So, Colorado having some burn scar flooding troubles as I-70 had some mudslide problems with debris. Hermosillo having some major flooding. The Euro is still predicting that Elsa is going to pull more to the east than the GFS's west. I think the Crystal River location is probably solid at this point, but who knows? Surprises are always possible. And there's so much we don't know, man. So yeah, like people were weird, and I got threats today, and people were angry at me. And I'm like, look, man, all this awesome solar energy is causing my heart to be happy and optimistic. Maybe when the sun dies back down, then I won't be in such a good mood. Okay. I'm happy that I'm happy, though. I mean, I recognize that we live in an imperfect world, and there's a lot of crazy crap happening. But I still suggest, anytime you get in a good mood, ride it for as long as you can, man. And the last 2 or 3 years have been pretty crazy on almost every single level possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, confidence continues to increase for a significant heat wave beginning across California and potentially other parts of the West late next week as an intense ridge of high pressure builds over the region. So we're talking about, between the 10th and 13th, we need to watch out. Because remember, June is not traditionally the hottest month of the year. That's August. So we probably have 5 more heat waves left. And they could actually be worse than the one we saw in the end of June. The Canadian heat wave killed 800 people, man. They died from the intense heat. So, there's all the smoke blowing down from the Canadian wildfires. It is best to play defense. But it was like last year on the 4th of July, when people threatened to kill me, I was saying, hey, stay cool and play defense, man. And I'm doing the same thing this year. Stay cool, play defense, man. And we're watching out for severe weather again today. So as I mentioned before, the building collapse in Tampa reminded me of 9/11. And then you have the giant fire in the Gulf of Mexico, which reminded me of the BP Deep Event Horizon spill. And then you had this mudslide in Japan, which reminded me of the 2011 tsunami. So, I mean, these are definitely the weirdest, strangest, most dangerous times. And then you add a pandemic on top of that isn't over. Russia's having their highest cases. Indonesia's having their highest cases. Multiple places are still struggling with a major. And I warn people again and again and again, this winter is going to be rough, man. That it is going to resurge. If you follow the last 3 plagues in 1918, 1666 and 1333, it usually lasts about 2.5 years, and there is usually a second surge. And so you may not want to believe that, you may not want to like that, but what I do is I I put out good information, regardless of who wants to hear it, you know? And then you got like a massive, massive ransomware attack that they hit us with, like right around the 4th of July. What's so weird about that? It's almost like they're inviting this administration to crack down on Bitcoin. And the whole trying to prevent World War III and the whole fiat versus crypto. You know, these are strange days indeed, man. I just want us all to work together as one Earth team. But amongst it all, I'm going to stay optimistic. You know why? The last time I got to cuddle, and I love cuddling. I love cuddling like Bitcoiners love Bitcoin, man. Anyway, the last time I got to cuddle was November 2017. The last time we had an X-Class flare. And so I might get lucky this July, and I deserve it. And like I said, things get better as the sun gets stronger. And so the next few years, we should be seeing some improvement. So I'm not giving up hope now, man. And I warned that like the 1st through the 9th or 10th of July would be super crazy. But then supposedly like the 10th through the 14th or 15th of July should be good. So let's look forward to the goodness, shall we? But hey, if you want to be all angry, doom and gloom on the 4th of July, there's enough evidence out there for you to find people to be mad at and find reasons to think the world is going to end sometime soon. That ain't me, Chief. I will have cupcakes again someday. All right. But Brady, who's super straight-laced, man, he's like, I don't know what to make of this radar loop either from Cuba radar site. This shit, weird AF. I don't think I've ever seen him cuss before. And I've definitely never seen him cuss twice in one night, especially. But so yeah, everything is weird. I'm not putting it on a super red alert right now, but you know that you have Cuba's. You got like a tropical storm coming in. Florida, we don't know what this thing could do. It could be tropical storm. It could be category 1. It could be category 2. You know, like be prepared for something. But like I said, I give Floridians extra points. You know, they've been dealing with hurricanes a lot throughout their life most of the time. And so I'll just stay on top of it like I do. Me and Brady will be kicking ass like we do. You had flooding and crazy flooding in New Orleans today. Brady again. Oh, yeah, there's just your casual deformation band sliding over New England on July 4th. Nothing crazy to see here either. LOL, crazy weather. Things are strange. So smoke them if you got them and extra love the people you love and try to have a good time. And the angry people, come on, dude, back off. Just enjoy the day. Let people enjoy stuff, man. That's what I'm saying. Or you do you. You know, you're free to do whatever you want. It's still free country. And so I will keep doing what I do as long as I can. And I thank everybody out there who is super cool and super awesome. I love you, Astro Fight Club. I appreciate all the soldiers who are still protecting the United States and all whoever protected us. And I definitely hope and pray better days are ahead. All right, here comes the fundraiser part. Yeah, I do a fundraiser every single month. My life is like a game show. And I extended it an extra day for July 4th. And technically, it kind of runs the whole month until I hit it. But I really, 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 really appreciate y'all. Like, for all the shit that I have to deal with to do this, to bring you guys to, like, be the lone voice. It's like, yeah, we're not a grand solar minimum. It's been like, I've been hackers and haters and just shit, all angry. Now I'm getting death threats again. I don't know, people are, that's fine. I've been getting them since 2013. I'm still here. But what I'm saying is, to keep doing this, I do need y'all's support and help and love and prayers. And it needs to be in some, whatever I am. But you can send me I love cards in the mail. I love PayPal. Well, I technically like cards in the mail better than PayPal. But I still love PayPal, Venmo, Cash, any type of contribution that keeps me doing what I do. I appreciate. And like I said, this is my life. I think this is how I got so good. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have kids. I rarely see my friends. This is like all I do and have done for a while. Okay. But you guys are great. You guys have been great. I super duper appreciate all the support you've given me over the years. You guys have been tremendous. And you're the reason why I still do this as your Planetary Defense Commander. All right. I got $546 left to raise. You know how to do it. But super duper thank you again to Mr. Fun, the Texas Angel, Jennifer, Robert, Richard, Barbara, Arnica, Dustin, Under, yeah, Alexis, Lauren, Richard, Scott, Glenda, Light Soul, Dan, Marlita, Daryl, Brian, Ann, KJ, Max, Catherine, Gregory, Wizard of Oz, Charlotte, Matthew, Robert, Carolyn, and Loretta. You guys are all awesome. And everybody out there, if you watch and even if you disagree, I just like to like people, man. That's what I do. It'd be cool if one day, me and the Grand Slumberman people could get along. It's okay for people to have different opinions, We're free to all believe whatever we want to. And it is good to have some friendly competition. But yeah, the sun's definitely freaking out. Okay. Remember, when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, people kind of lose their minds. So the sun's definitely acting weird. People are definitely losing their minds, and the weather's definitely kind of crazy. So stay tuned. And say a prayer for me, and I'll say a prayer for you. Merry Christmas. Happy 4th of July. Kick-ass Kwanzaa. Happy Easter. Happy... Oh, man. My mind just blanked on all the holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Passover. Happy Hanukkah. Just have a great day. Okay, I love you. Bye. God bless everyone.